Our next contestant is Karl Secondis from the Northern Territory. Karl's been auctioning for 11 years, since the age of 22, and conducts more auctions than any of his competitors. That's what he told me anyway. He also told me, I was trying to get some goss from Karl yesterday. I said, "Come on, Karl, what do you think of sport? Who's your favourite football team?" And he said, "Mate, I don't give a rat's." And that's about the only thing I can publicly say about that. But he has received numerous awards for auctioneering during his career, and he's looking forward to achieving the Australasian title. A veteran at 33 and making his 5th appearance, that's incredible, 5th appearance at the Australasians. Please give a big welcome to Karl Secondis.
Well, good afternoon and welcome. And welcome back to those of you that are here today, that have been through the property over the past weeks during the campaign, taken away a contract, and are here today to no doubt bid and intentionally buy this property that we know as 182 Casuarina Drive in Nightcliff. A spectacular property, in fact the only one on the seafront that's currently for sale in the Nightcliff area. Well, ladies and gentlemen, it is my pleasure to be conducting the auction for you today. My name is Karl Secondis. I do represent, proudly, Ray White Real Estate. Together with my marketing agent, Nick Marcellus, we wish those of you that are here with an intention to buy the very best with your bid and the competition in a few moments' time. I'm going to take you through the contract, the terms of sale, and ask you if you have any questions. I'll then talk a bit about the property and then hand over to you for, no doubt, your spirited bidding and competitive interest. Well, ladies and gentlemen, the contract. It has been in circulation for a number of weeks. It has been in your hands for circulation. No doubt you've made your queries and you are here today in a great position to buy. The contract does state the property is being sold subject to a reserve price. The highest bid accepted by me as an auctioneer will be the buyer. The vendor reserves the right to bid in person or by agent. If I place a vendor bid throughout the auction, it will be made known to you and clear at that time. No person shall advance a bid lesser than the sum the auctioneer is willing to accept, and no bid should be retracted without the consent of the auctioneer. In the event of any disputed bid, I, as the auctioneer, will be the sole and final judge of that dispute, and my decision shall be final and binding on those parties. If you represent a third party here today, we do welcome your presence and wish you well with your bids. We do ask at the time of signing the contract, you're able to provide to us a written authority that verifies you have the ability to sign and execute the contract here today. Buyers, we do sell an established residential property, and GST will not affect the sale here this afternoon. Payment or tender of monies by the purchaser to the auctioneer can be made by cash, legal tender or a cheque. $60,000 is the sum required for the deposit this afternoon. 182 Casuarina Drive. It is legally described in the contract of sale as lot 8555 in the town of Nightcliff. Certificate of Title, Volume 2, 555, Folio 859. Ladies and gentlemen, for your benefit, I will confirm the fixtures and fittings that will be included with the sale of the property and passed to you as a new buyer. They do include the stove, hot water system, wall-to-wall floor coverings, drapes, tracks, blinds, light fittings, dishwasher, ceiling fans, clothesline, fixed television antenna, air conditioners and all in-ground shrubs. They will be here for your enjoyment at the time of completion. The contract calls for a settlement on the 2nd of November 2007 and vacant possession will be provided to our highest and successful buyer. You will have the opportunity, of course, to conduct a final inspection with our marketing agent, Nick Marcellus, prior to completion, whether that be on the day or the day prior to settlement. One more point to the contract I will point out to you is that between now and completion, the vendors will maintain the property in its current state. So when you conduct your final inspection, the gardens, etc., will appear in equivalent condition as they do today. Until such time, our vendors are required to insure the property and make sure that the interests of the property are protected. That's when you will need to make sure that you have an insurance policy in place from completion and settlement. Well, buyers, at this point in time, are there any questions, please, in relation to the contract, the terms, or maybe even the property before we move on further? Yes, madam.
Could you let me know when you get to reserve price, because I just don't want to be until it's on the market.
Madam, I appreciate your question here today, and no doubt it could be your very first time bidding at an auction. I will not be announcing when I reach or exceed the reserve today. In fact, my instructions for my client are just to move straight forward and, quite frankly, sell the property outright once we exhaust the bidding, as long as it exceeds the reserve price. Are there any other questions, please? Are we all satisfied with the contract, terms and the property we sell this afternoon? Well, here we are at 182 Casuarina Drive, a property which has stirred up an incredible amount of interest locally, across Australia and also right across in some very unique places across the world. A property that has run and kept Nick Marcellus, our marketing agent, run off his toes over the past weeks. As you arrive at this unique property, and the reason why it's unique is A, because there's a limited number of foreshore properties available with direct and absolute frontage onto the coast in the Nightcliff area. And B, it is the only one available at this point in time. So if you're looking for something quite special, it is here and available today. It's with great regret that our clients sell here this afternoon, but it's time for them to move on interstate. A very generous home boasting 5 very generous spacious bedrooms, 3 in fact with en-suites, all with built-in robes, a completely air-conditioned home for maybe the hotter evening throughout the wet season. But the home has been designed with the wet season and the tropics in mind, with floor-to-ceiling louvers throughout, maximising airflow right through the home, and also obviously maximising the light and a nice airy feel. The property is situated on 1,100 square metres of land. There are no easements. It's a nice clear block. And recently built and constructed, the owners had a vision in mind, and I believe that they've achieved that over the past couple of years during their construction and settlement time. As you enter the gated entrance, the security front, whether you've got young children or maybe a family pet, you've got the security frontage, electric entrance, you've got a double lock-up garage. But as you go into the home, it's spacious, it's light, it's airy, tiled porcelain flooring throughout, living downstairs with the guest room on the lower floor. You may choose to make that the parents' retreat. You may choose to use that as the guest suite. As you go upstairs, a nice open living plan that extends straight out to the balcony area. And when I met with the clients, with Nick, only 24 hours ago in setting the reserve in our pre-auction meeting, the one thing that they mentioned to me, which I thought was quite unique, is that it doesn't matter whether it's been in the wet or the dry. Since the owners have moved into this home after it was completed, they've enjoyed every single meal out on the balcony. A meal that they can enjoy the views, the breezes, and the lifestyle that this Nightcliff property offers. Well, ladies and gentlemen, this property has been available to you over the past 3 weeks. Some of you have been here more than once. In fact, some have been here at every open inspection. It doesn't surprise me. There's so much to look at and so much to soak up. The final thing I'd like to talk about is the property in itself and its location, and Nightcliff being probably one of the more sought-after suburbs in the Darwin region. The reason for that is obviously the foreshore and the lifestyle, but there are people that can't quite afford to maybe buy into Nightcliff as their first buying decision when they move to Darwin. They end up buying the northern suburbs due to a price reasoning. But they travel to the Nightcliff area on a daily or sometimes a weekly basis to enjoy the lifestyle, whether it's riding or walking with the kids on the beach, whether it's the aquatic centre, whether it's the jetty to go fishing, or maybe the boat ramp to put the boat in. It's a great lifestyle indeed. But one of the things that I think is most special about this property, and for those of you that have been at this property at about 6:45 in the evening, the magnificent sunsets, and I've travelled a lot in my 33 years on this planet, and I've got to tell you, the sunsets are pretty awesome and probably some of the best I've ever seen. I'm sure that those of you that have been here would have witnessed that for yourself. But buyers, we are here to sell, and sell we will. And obviously we need to meet or exceed the reserve price. The vendors have given us some very clear instructions indeed to sell here this afternoon. So I ask you this, buyers, what is it worth? I'm in your hands for an opening bid or offer now to start us away here at 182 Casuarina Drive, Nightcliff. Buyers, there's definitely a huge distinctive difference between an auction and a silent auction. This is definitely not the latter. We are here to sell this property, make no mistake, buyers, and I've never seen a buyer bid at auction without placing a bid. So I welcome your bids now. I'm in your hands, ladies and gentlemen, for an opening bid to get us away, please. Well, I will execute my right to place a bid on behalf of our clients to move things forward. Sir, thank you very much and good to see you and welcome aboard. They do say first in, best dressed, and hopefully you're holding the keys here this afternoon at 900 and we're away. At 900,000 moving forward, happy to take a $50,000 rise now. 950, madam, good to see you bidding too and welcome aboard at 950 against you there, sir. Happy to call it a mil. What do you say? At 950 mil now, back against you, madam, with the starter now. 2-horse race, $1 million the call now. Happy to call it 50 now, madam. What do you say? At $1 million against you now in the centre with our starter now, $1 million. At $1 million bid now, $1 million. Sorry, sir? 25. Looking for 50 at this stage. At $1 million bid now, $1 million against you now, against you both at $1 million. Happy to take your 50, sir. How about it? Come with me for 50. Okay, I'll take your 25. Let's move in 25s and welcome aboard also. Let's go 50 now and away we go. 1 million and 50 now, the bid now. And happy to also take your 25, sir, and call it 75 if you wish. At 1 million and 50, it's against you already, sir. Only made one bid so far. Happy to call it 75. What do you say? She's giving you the instructions. Take your instructions from her. Otherwise, you might be arguing all night. It's with you, madam, at 1 million and 50. At $1 million and 50 bid now, and with you there at 1 million and 50. Don't leave me now, sir. You've only placed one bid at 1 million and 50. At $1 million and 50 bid now. First call at $1 million and 50 bid now. At 1 million and 50 bid now. 1 million and 50. At $1 million and 50 bid now. Second call at $1 million and 50. At 1 million and 50 bid now. At $1 million and 50 bid now. Third and final call at $1 million and 50. At 1 million and 50 bid now. I'll move things forward and place a vendor bid at 1.1 now to move things forward. At 1.1 now. At 1.1 bid. At 1.1, happy to go 25, madam. What do you say? At $1,100,000 the call. At 1.1 the bid. At 1.1 the bid with me, vendor bid, make no mistake, that's with me on behalf of the vendor, ladies and gentlemen. At 1.1 bid now, first call at 1.1. Sorry, sir? 20,000, good to see you. At 120 bid now, 120 now, and welcome to the bidding now. Welcome back at $1,120,000. Same courtesy to you, sir, and call it 40 if you like. At $1,120,000, 120,000 the figure now. At 120 bid now, 120, 40 now against you, sir, on the right now. $1,140 bid now, 140 the figure. $1,140,000. Nice to see you again, sir. $1,140,000 is the call. How about 10, sir? I'll take your 10 and $1,150,000. We're still taking bids at the moment, madam. Obviously, there's still plenty of interest. I'll come back to you in just a moment. At $1,140,000, we'll be taking the 10, sir. $1,145,000. I'll take your 5 there. $1,145,000. Doors wide open, sir. Happy to square me at $1,150,000. What do you say? What do you say? $1,145,000. $1,145,000. $1,145,000 bids over here, sir. Was that a bid at 5? Now, are you buying the property on your own, sir? Or are you buying it with your wife? Sir, can I suggest that if you are the highest bidder here today and you happen to be the successful buyer, if there is a dispute at the time of signing the contract, we'll be asking you to execute the contract in your name because you've placed the bid here this afternoon. At $1,150,000 bids against you now, sir. At 150 now. Back over here, happy to take a further rise of 5. 150 bid here now, $1,150,000. $1,150,000 is the call. At $1,150,000 bid now. First, second, third and final call. 5 is it, sir? One more thousand. 151 now. 151, $1,151,000. Taking ones it looks like now. $1,151,000 bid against you now. First, second, third and final call. 1 more now, 2, 152 bid now, 3 now, good to see you, madam. 153 the figure, 153, 153, are we done and finished? At 153 bid now. At 153 bid now, first, second, third, 154 the figure now, 154 bid now, 154 now, 154 the figure. Make no mistake, at 154 vendors are moving on. At 154 bid now, taking ones now. At 154 bid first, second, third and final call at $1,154,000. Madam, I will tell you we are selling, make no mistake. We are selling here today and the bid's against you at $1,154,000. One more will put you back in it. At this stage, this gentleman's holding the keys and everyone else is just holding a brochure. at $1,154,000. Bid with you now, sir, at $1,154,000. Bid now. This is a warning. We're selling at $1,154,000. Bid once, twice, third and final call at $1,154,000. Bid here. Sir, is your wife absolutely happy for you to proceed with the purchase?
Yes.
Instructions are clear. Terrific. Normally it's the other way. Normally it's up to her, madam. At $1,154,000. Bid now. Sir, that you started me away. You absolutely finished with your bidding today. Absolutely out. Thank you very much. Madam, are you done with your bids? Thank you very much. I hope you may struggle to find another one quite like it, but you may have to look in another state. But we may be able to assist you with that. Ray White's got nearly 1,000 offices across Australia. Ladies and gentlemen, at $1,154,000. Bid now. Warning, quickly now. At $1,154,000. Bid once, twice, third and final call. Selling now. Sold, and congratulations to you, sir. And madam, absolutely well purchased. On behalf of our team, Nick Marcellus, of course, our marketing agent, well purchased. Thank you for your spirited bidding. I know you'll enjoy the home as much as our owners have, and I look forward to assisting you very soon. Thank you very much, ladies and gentlemen.